Hi my dear students, welcome to one more amazing session from Infinity Lane by Sri Chaitanya. This is Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry. Today we are going to discuss about general organic chemistry, most important topics. Whenever you attempt any question from organic chemistry from the NEET examination, it is related to general organic chemistry. My dear children, I would say if you are very good at general organic chemistry, you can do the best. So always focus on all electronic effects and how the effect is going to implement its particular property, let it be stability, acidic nature and a basic nature. So today we are going to unfold all the facts behind the general organic chemistry. It is not like just giving a context and I am going to give you tips and tricks to solve the questions. So आज का session में questions भी include किया and you will be doing the best. So no worries, let's start the session. Please like this session and share with your friends and subscribe to Infinity Land NEET YouTube channel. Bacho, here I would say here general organic chemistry is one of the fascinating thing. If you look at a particular question in the NEET examination, you have to check with the correlation with all electronic effects and how the things are going to happen. So I'll say a good things about it and stay tuned and I will discuss some promotional slides before GOC we start. Okay, but so before going for that, I just want to include a scorecard here. What is this score? India's largest scholarship examination. So what it is, and Sri Chaitanya is a unicorn, one of the best educational industries, and it is having a hundreds, thousands, lakhs of students in its enrollment. Hello my dear students, here we are in search of a bright minds like you. For that we are conducting this scholarship examination to find the best out of you. And here it is a what are the gift and goodies you are going to get it here. So you are going to see 2.5 crore of worth of the scholarships and you are going to see 350 worth crore of the various scholarships, that is cash 2.5, 350 crore scholarship worth, and also includes exciting gadgets like laptops and tablets. And have you ever dreamed to go to NASA to unveil the space research in the United States of America? We are here to take you. Those deserved students will be taken by Sri Chaitanya Academy and you will be visiting the exciting NASA trips. And ready for that, my dear children, I would say registrations are over. You click it in the description box, it is there and you can do the best. And this score examination, anybody from grade 3 to grade 11 can be write, and this examination can be online as well as offline. You want to go for the offline examination, visit nearest Sri Chaitanya Academy and book your slot. This examination is conducted 2 times, September 28th and October 12th. So for September 28th examination, very close now, you will be having exam registration till September 26th, and for October 12th examination, registrations are still open till October 10th. Why late? Click the link in the description box and you can enroll, and all the best to get as many as goodies that you can grab it. Okay, those students who are online, please like the session, share with your friends and subscribe to Infinity Land NEET YouTube channel. And one more important thing I want to introduce you, NEET test series. You are all preparing for NEET. You are dreaming for your dream medical college, right? So you are doing very good and great work and doing a lot of hard work. You ask any one of your seniors or the toppers that you already scored NEET examination, they simply say, yeah, they also say they very good hard work like you. क्या फर्क पड़ता? They did assessments. So if you are writing any examination, any competitive examination, it is required to know where exactly you stand and how you are preparing and what is your improvement areas. For that you need a proper assessment platform. This assessment platform is given by Sri Chaitanya Academy and Infinity Land that gives you NEET test series, an ultimate key to NEET success. Yes, it is. And it is for grade 11 and grade 12 and repeaters BM. And it is prepared by topmost faculties in the YouTube and in the Infinity Lane and Sri Chaitanya Academy, and they given a proper assessment, and it is prepared according to the new pattern of NT exam, and it can give you the real-time experience, simulates real-time test taking experience. When you do this test package, you will be having as if you are doing the NEET examination. Now in this situation, when you are writing an actual NEET examination, you feel it is a comfortable, आपको आदत भी बढ़ जाता. So while it, link is there in the description box, you click it and explore the package, and if you require it is, and it is strongly recommended to purchase. And और एक चीज़ है, if you applied YouTube 30 off, you are going to get 30% discount on the package. So why you don't miss this opportunity, you can purchase and you can do the best for the NEET examination, the test series. Okay beta, so mine is over. Let us start with the basics of the GOC. So what this GOC, general organic chemistry, the basics of the reaction mechanism. So in the reaction mechanism, organic reaction में क्या होगा? Reactant is converted into the products, है ना? When the reactant is converted into the product, the reactants, old bonds are there, पुराना जो bonds है ना, वो bond break करना पड़ता है, and the product, new bonds are being established. So a new bond has to be broken. So in the sequence of this direction, you can see reactant है ना, reactant, and in the presence of a reagent, you are going to get old bonds broken. So the reagent is used to make the old bonds, and the reactant should be broken so that you are going to get intermediate. So this intermediate may be stable or unstable, or it can be isolated or need not be isolated, and this intermediate rearrange karke are going to get a product. So this is the basis of the total organic reaction mechanism. In this mechanism, you see how old bonds are broken in the reactant and how new bonds are going to be formed in the product has to be discussed here in this bond breaking. So राधे राधे बेटो, कैसे हैं आप? Let us see intermediate. What makes the difference between intermediate and ट्रांजिशन स्टेट? ये सिंपल क्वेश्चन बेतु आपको पता होगा तब बोलना है. इफ द ओल्ड बॉन्ड्स इज completely broken, is called, if the formed is going to be intermediate, that intermediate is actually formed and can be isolated like carbocation, carbon free radical, carbanion. While the old bonds are not completely broken and new bonds are not completely formed, there will be a situation is called transition state. Usually transition state, actually you cannot isolate it, and it is a hypothetical one. Okay, anyways, let us see reactant में क्या होगा? Old bonds are broken, that is called bond breaking. That's what I want to say. Bond breaking is of two methods. One is a homolytic fission and other one is going to be heterolytic fission. Let us say A and B. So there is a bond. So electron pair is present between A and B. If A and B and this bond is exactly broken like this, and you are going to get A dot and B dot. So these are called free radicals. Free radicals. So the bond is exactly broken to half, is called as a homolysis or homolytic fission. And if the bond is not exactly broken to half, so you can say A and B, you're going to see the bond is unequally broken, ताकि इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन इसका पास होगा. मान लो electronegativity of B is greater than electronegativity of A. So देखो बेटा बेतु, you are going to get A plus and B minus. Anions are formed ताकि इसका C plus, अगर A वाला C plus होगा तो कार्बोकैटायन होगा. This is what is called a carbocation. And you are going to see C minus, that is called carbanion. And you see in which condition the homolysis takes place. in which condition heterolysis takes place. So you need to know. So the homolysis takes place in the presence of peroxide, in the presence of light, in the presence of high temperature, very high temperature, okay, very high temperatures, and also vapor phase reactions. So in this situation you can expect a homolysis. Whenever homolysis are there, free radicals are generated. Whenever heterolysis is there, you can see. On what condition? You say polar solvents जहाँ पर आएगा, polar solvents you are going to get heterolysis, and also you can see in the presence of an either acid or base reactions you are going to see this kind of carbocation or carbanion. बच्चों, see the structures of the carbon free radical. So carbon undergoes sp2 hybridization, and there is unhybridized pure p orbital, so that you are going to have and an odd electron on the unhybridized pure p orbital lying perpendicular to the plane of triangle, so that 7 electrons are there. It is electron deficient. When you talk about the carbocation, carbon is also undergoing sp2 hybridization. In this, carbon is going to have just vacant orbital and there is no electron, so that carbon positive is going to have 6 electrons in its valency shell. So you see the just simple variants of this. Let us talk about the carbanion. Carbon is going to have sp3 hybridization, pyramidal in shape, and it is going to have octet in configuration. You see 7 electron, 6 electron, 8 electron. So I don't want to give you much colorful significance of this. These are the fundamental things you need to know. Carbocation, carbanion, carbon free radical, right? So carbocation में carbon का 6 electron होगा, so that when you check the resonating structures of this, you need to know how many electrons are there, how it can be done. So बेतो अगर कुछ doubt है ना तो आप पूछना बेटा. And let us say, so carbon intermediate you have carbon carrying 1 electron is known as a carbon free radical. It is mentioned like this. And carbon carrying both electrons is known as a carbanion. It is indicated like this. And carbon carrying a positive charge is known as carbocation. So these are the carbon intermediates. So old bond is broken, now intermediate is formed. Now this intermediate is going to give its respective products. So on what basis the product has to be decided? More is the stable of the intermediate and more will be the product. So always when you check a product, the product is supposed to be a major product is formed from its stable intermediate. More is the stability of intermediate and major is the product. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? अगर कुछ doubt है ना तो बच्चों, and you can use the chat box and you can ask anything. Okay, बेतो समझ में आ रहा है क्या? And moving ahead, to decide the properties of the molecules or the acidic nature, basic nature and the stability, we need to use these electron displacement effects, inductive effect, electromeric effect, mesomeric effect and hyperconjugation. These are the 4 electron displacement effects. आज हम चर्चा करने वाले हैं ये होता है क्या, right? So I want to say everybody knows about this and basic idea, right? I want to give you some simple tricks and tips to understand this. In a molecule, if you want to study this molecule, so maybe one effect or maybe more than one effect is working on the molecule. So the order of priority you need to know. So what is the actual order of priority? I will tell you, bachcho, hydrogen bonding is super strong effective among all effects. Okay? And also after that, steric effect, after steric effect you are going to get aromatic effect. After aromatic effect, resonance will come. After resonance you are going to get hyperconjugation. आफ्टर हाइपर कॉन्जुगेशन यू आर गोइंग टू गेट इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट। मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूं, इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट इज द वीकेस्ट इफेक्ट। जब इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट आता है ना, इसका कम से कम प्रायोरिटी देना पड़ता। एंड माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, व्हेन यू स्टडी दिस, okay, today's class is all about, it is 11th standard students, organic chemistry में ये पढ़ाना है, and those who are in the 12th standard also organic chemistry में ये effects आना है। and आज का class it is for 12th 11th and droppers को भी फायदा होगा। and when you study organic chemistry ना, everybody properly understand the inductive effect, and when you just look into its applications, inductive effect you immediately recall and you apply it, but inductive effect is the least effect. So among here, hydrogen bond, steric and aromatic comes under the physical effects, and resonance hyperconjugation inductive effect or electronic effect, उसमें ये electromeric effect नहीं दिया। क्यों? Electromeric effect is a strong effect, but it is a temporary effect, so that we don't take into this regular item here. So always whenever hydrogen bonds comes, this is the top priority. Then steric effect comes whenever the biggest groups make a repulsion among them, is called as a steric effect. And aromatic effect, let us discuss about the aromaticity and resonance and hyperconjugation and inductive. So I don't want to give much things over here, rather I want to give you more questions based on this. So those students who are online, please follow throughout the session and take a pen and paper, write the orders of this inductive effect. Okay, so let's talk about what is the inductive effect. Let us say a carbon and some group is attached. So electronegativity of this carbon, maybe halogens, is always greater than carbon, so that electron always pull towards the halogen. It is a game of electronegativity. It is a game of electronegativity, and कार्बन एंड हाइड्रोजन इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी दोनों बराबर होगा। जब कार्बन हाइड्रोजन इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी चीज कम्स ना, सो इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट caused by carbon and hydrogen is taken as a standard. The reason is they have the similar electronegativity. That is the reason why NEET examination theory based questions इसका हिसाब से होगा, right? And also electronegativity of group is like a metal is less than carbon, so such metals. So depending upon the difference in the electronegativity, you will be having a positive inductive effect and a negative inductive effect. So let us talk about this carbon. मान लो ये carbon का chain जो है ना, it is attached to the chlorine, so the chlorine is more electronegative, so that it is going to negative and it is going to be positive, so that this sigma electron is moved towards more electronegative atom, right? So इसका जो effect ये बगल वाला कार्बन में भी थोड़ा सा होगा, so that it is going to have the positive charge, and it is going to have little bit like this, so it is going to be called a negative inductive effect. And let us talk about the positive inductive effect. So you take a group that is less electronegative than the carbon, so that carbon is going to have electron is being pushed here, so that you will get negative charge, you will get a positive charge. This is what is called as a positive inductive effect, bacha. It is very important. You can see most of the cases we see negative inductive effect only, but not a positive inductive effect. And it is going to be pulled like this, and the inductive effect appears up to here. So that is going to be negative wala. Yes, this is going to be negative charge. Now मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ? What are the important features of this inductive effect? So electron is withdrawn here, electron is here, pulled here. So sigma bond only operating. सिग्मा बॉन्ड ऑपरेटेड्स, इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट हमेशा सिर्फ सिग्मा बॉन्ड काम चलेगा, राइट? एंड इट इज डिस्टेंस डिपेंडेंट. ओके, These are the two things. So pi bond nahi chalega, only distance dependent. Okay, I want to say inductive effect is inversely proportional to distance. Distance बढ़ जाता, inductive effect कम होना चाहिए. So there are two types of inductive effect, electron खींचने वाला, electron push करने वाला. So let us see the order of this inductive effect, बच्चों. In this order of the inductive effect, you can say -1 series, the effect is given in this way. So do we have to memorize it? Do you have to memorize it? You just observe. Negative inductive effect is directly proportional to electronegativity. बस सारे के सारा all functional groups or anything that is attached to the carbon chain is going to be negative inductive effect चीज का है. Right? समझ में आ रहा है क्या बच्चों? Okay, बेटू. Let's talk about the positive inductive effect. अरे बेटा, this is a positive inductive effect series. Nothing, all alkyl groups are going to be positive inductive effect except one or two, C minus, O minus, okay, CO minus, only positive inductive effect. Okay, so this is the order. I want to say positive inductive effect is directly proportional to size of alkyl group. R stands for alkyl group. Okay, size of alkyl group. Carbon number बढ़ जाता, positive inductive effect बढ़ जाता. So that comes to be tertiary is greater than secondary is greater than primary. अगर heavier isotope आएगा ना, deuterium is greater than hydrogen. So that is very important. Let us see the applications of the inductive effect. ज़्यादा मत सोचना बच्चों, this is very important, and if you feel it is difficult, let me know. I am going to show you the applications of the inductive effect बच्चों. Ready for that? Okay, come on. So moving on, important, IE stands for inductive effect beta. Take a pen and paper and write these noteworthy points. Inductive effect of alkyl groups, they have the positive inductive effect. Tertiary alkyl group is more than secondary, is more than primary, is more than methyl, right? And also in general, greater the number of carbons, larger is the positive inductive effect. And also for problem solving, you say we take electronegativity of sp hybridized carbon is more than sp3. So electronegativity is directly proportional to the percentage of S character. So I want to say the electronegativity plays a crucial important role in deciding the reactivity of the organic species. So Sp is greater than, Sp2 is greater than Sp3. So that is the meaning of the point 3 here. And also let us see applications of inductive effect. Now acidic strength, what is an acid? मान लो AH, it is going to give you H plus and A minus, right? This is a weak acid, organic acid. And you want to say Ka is equal to H plus A minus and HA. इसमें आपको क्या लग रहे हैं? ये इक्वेशन में जब H प्लस आयन कॉन्सेंट्रेशन बढ़ जाता है ना, एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ भी बढ़ जाता, एसिडिक स्ट्रेंथ भी बढ़ जाता, जैसे Ka वैल्यू भी बढ़ जाता. ओके, एंड pKa is going to be negative logarithm to the base 10 of Ka, so that pKa is going to be decreased. Okay, so this is the key point. और एक चीज है बेटा, I want to say here, as a negative inductive effect, acidic strength is directly proportional to negative inductive effect, and acidic strength is inversely proportional to positive inductive effect as far as the inductive effect is concerned. So bachcho, I want to ask you a question. Compare the acidic strength of this. Compare the acidic strength of this. And term rule, acidic strength is directly proportional to stability of conjugate base. बेतु, what is the meaning of a conjugate base? Organic chemistry शुरू करने के बोला आज. So we started organic chemistry and we are doing the best. Isomerism भी किया ना पिछले क्लास में. So what is a conjugate base? E conjugate base, any factor which stabilizes A minus, इसका acidic nature बढ़ जाता. Right? Now let us see. Among these acidic strength, you see this is going to have a positive inductive effect, and it is going to have a positive inductive effect, and it is going to have a super positive inductive effect. So positive inductive effect is more in the case of a 4. So 4 is less than, and positive inductive effect is relatively little less in the 3, and positive inductive effect एक ही कार्बन का हिसाब से आ रहा है ना, therefore it is coming to be 2, and इसमें कुछ positive inductive effect ही नहीं है. So that order of the acidic strength is going to be 1 is greater than 2 is greater than 3 is greater than 4. So this kind of examples you can see in the NEET exam. Okay, NEET exam. और एक क्वेश्चन करना, और एक क्वेश्चन करना बच्चों. So we can schedule one more class based on this general organic chemistry. We can do this, and अगले Saturday को भी एक class होगा. In the previous class, you guys requested me to start with general organic chemistry, and today I am delighted to give this lecture. Students, take a pen and a paper, write all the noteworthy points. जब आप material कर रहे हैं ना, NEET examination में questions attempt कर रहे हैं ना, use this logics, acidic strength का. Understood बेतो? Understood? Now, और एक चीज़ है, those who are online, please like the session. और एक चीज़, compare the acidic strength. Who is going to give the answer? बच्चों, who is going to give the answer? Compare the acidic strength. When you compare the acidic strength, here it is going to inductive effect, a negative inductive effect. It is also having a negative inductive effect, has a positive inductive effect. So that negative inductive effect फ्लोरीन का ज़्यादा है क्योंकि फ्लोरीन का इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी कार्बन के बड़ा, एंड द ऑर्डर ऑफ एसिडिक इज गोइंग टू बी 3 is greater than 2 is greater than 1. अंडरस्टूड? और एक क्वेश्चन में देना चाहता हूं, और एक क्वेश्चन. रेडी? दिस इज अ लाइव इंटरैक्टिव सेशन बच्चों. इफ यू डिस्कस द डाउट्स विथ मी, I can really enjoy the class along with you, and I am expecting doubts from you, right? Beto, are you there in the class? Okay, और एक क्वेश्चन करना चाहता हूँ. This is the one COOH, and this is the one COOH, and this is the one COOH. I would like to say fluorine, I would like to say fluorine, and I would like to say fluorine. This is A, and this is going to be B, and this is going to be C. So I want to ask you the acidic strength. I want to ask you the acidic strength. Who is going to give this answer? Who is going to give this answer? So if you see, the fluorine is having a negative inductive effect. This is going to have a negative inductive effect. This is going to give you a negative inductive effect, and this is going to give you a negative inductive effect. So negative inductive effect नज़दीक में है, थोड़ा सा दूर में है, बहुत दूर में है. इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू डिस्टेंस. देयरफॉर आई वुड लाइक टू से C is greater than B is greater than A. Understand? This is how you have to answer this question. If you have any doubt, please let me know. One more question I want to give you, Beto. Those who are online, please like the session. I am making you to do the questions in the live session. Now moving ahead, here one more question. Compare the acidic strength. Yes, alcohols are acidic, phenols are acidic, and carboxylic acids are acidic. Okay, acidic strength of the alcohol. You are going to see CH3OH, CH2, and it is going to have positive inductive effect, and it is going to have positive inductive effect. Here are going to have negative inductive effect. Therefore, I would say the acidic order, bacho, the acidic order is going to be 3 is greater than 2 is greater than 1. You know the general acidic order strength. NEET examination, this is very, very important, super important point I want to write manually. Everybody note down, among all, sulfonic acid is super acidic. Sulfonic acid is going to be super acidic. Then formic acid is acidic, then benzoic acid is acidic, then and alkyl carboxylic acid. So this is the order. Carboxylic acid is less acidic than sulfonic acid. Okay, and it is acidic than carbonic acid, H2CO3 is acidic than phenol. Okay, is more acidic than methyl alcohol, is more acidic than water, is more acidic than any alcohol. So you see the order, this order, it gives you very good insight. Phenol, when it is treated with sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, it do not give the carbon dioxide. Why? Because carbonic acid is more acidic than this phenol. So assertion reasoning type is also very important. So we are dealing this NEET examination. So NEET examination question kaise aa sakta hai? And these expert faculties from the NEET YouTube channel, we are discussing these level of questions. And I strongly recommend, please ask any doubt during this. And when the class is going on, it is a super important, kahin likha hi nahi. So this is the one which you have to follow when you answer NEET level questions. Those students who are online, please like the session, share with your friends, and subscribe to NEET Infinity Land YouTube channel. I wanted to say this class is very important. Write the noteworthy points, take a note and a pen and write all these things. Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask us. I am going to discuss this. Are you getting or not? Bacho. Right. Moving ahead, I am asking compare the acidic strength. So, chart box में आप आंसर देना है बेटा, जल्दी देना, जल्दी देना. So this is a live interactive session. Now in this interactive session, if you want to have this kind of sessions, you need to go to coaching center, pay huge money, and travel together a long distance. And now you can sit at home, and it is absolutely free of cost, and still you are going to get an excellent subject. So here it is going to be positive inductive effect, and it is going to have negative inductive effect, and it is going to have a negative inductive effect, and it is going to have a negative inductive effect. Now this negative inductive effect is the collection of 6 sp3 sp2 carbons. Okay, so that 4 का ज़्यादा होगा acidic strength, and here it is sp2 carbon, and it is going to be sp carbon, ताकि इसका 3 is going to be greater than 2 is, and it is a positive inductive effect का हिसाब से ये वाला कम से कम होगा. That is the actual order of the acidic strength. Compare the acidic strength. I just want to give in the same thing, so that answer for this 4, 3, 2, 1 is the correct answer for this. Right? If you have any doubt, you can discuss with me. I can explain this. So this is the one I just wanted to say. So inductive effect का effect यहाँ पर ज़्यादा है. Yeah, no beta, Betu, it is 4 is greater than 3. बिकॉज कलेक्शन ऑफ जो sp2 है ना, sp2 6 sp2 together gives more electron pull over here. Got it? और एक क्वेश्चन है, now you see here, compare the acidic strength. So लगे रहो, sir is teaching something and the questions are going to be awesome. The questions are selected in such a way that it is directly striking at the level of NEET beta. Directly striking at the level of NEET. Here you can see negative inductive effect, negative inductive effect, negative inductive effect. Here it is no effect. Now I want to say negative inductive effect is distance dependent. Distance, if distance increases, negative inductive effect decreases. Now I want to say here it is a close, therefore 2 is going to be stronger acid as compared to, it is on the first carbon, it is on the second carbon, it is on the third carbon. I want to say 2 is greater than, 3 is greater than, 4 is greater than 1. So that is what it is mentioned here. So the answer for this question is 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1 इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट का हिसाब से exactly have given the correct answer. Betu, congratulations. You want me to give one more example? Now, moving ahead, I have a question here, basic strength. What is the meaning of a basic strength? Amines or base, because ammonia, amine, so this is your ammonia, it is going to have lone pair of electron. So, the lone pair electron donor is called as a base. So, amines are classified into 3 categories, primary amine, secondary amine, tertiary amine. So, amines are the derivatives of ammonia. So, in ammonia, 3 hydrogens are there. If one hydrogen is replaced by one alkyl group, is called as a primary amine. If 2 alkyl groups are replaced, is called as a secondary amine. If 3 alkyl groups are replaced, that is called as a tertiary amine. So, amines are going to be a basis because of this lone pair of electron. Now, we see ammonia is going to take this, base is a H plus ion acceptor and it is going to give us NH4 plus, primary amine NH3 plus, and secondary amine R2NH2 plus, NH plus, okay. And the basic strength is directly proportional to the stability of conjugate acid. So, if it is a base, it is going to be conjugate acid, conjugate acid, conjugate acid, conjugate acid. You know, this conjugate acid stability is based on various factors, inductive effect, solvation effect, and steric effect and hydrogen bonding. And in this case, I would like to generously say basic strength is directly proportional to positive inductive effect. But when, as long as this is in the system of the gaseous phase, order of basic strength is tertiary is greater than secondary is greater than primary, amine is greater than the ammonia. It is in the gaseous phase or vapor phase. But in the aqueous state, you are going to say important, but the reason is only same, it is only applicable in the gaseous phase. When you talk about in the liquid phase, what is the situation? In the liquid phase, various factors like solvation and hydrogen bonding comes, and this is going to be changed. Always I say NCERT is going to be the golden book. NCERT is everything for you. NCERT is everything for you. NCERT का हिसाब से by considering inductive effect and solvation effect and steric hindrance and hydrogen bonding. ओके कौन सा क्लास ये वासिर अली, ये नीट एग्जामिनेशन का ऑर्गेनिक क्लास चल रहा है बेटा. ओके प्लीज अटेंड दिस क्लास एंड लाइक दिस सेशन. एंड एनसीईआरटी के हिसाब से इफ द alkyl group is a methyl group, the basic strength is going to be secondary amines are more than primary amine is more than tertiary amine is greater than ammonia. If the alkyl group is not the methyl group or any alkyl group like ethyl group or any other than methyl group, it is going to be secondary is greater than tertiary is greater than primary is greater than ammonia. And this is very important when it comes to the ammonia. You see basic strength, the basic strength, you see alkyl amines is more than ammonia than aryl amine. So this is the fundamental rule. And also you say basic strength is directly proportional to availability of lone pair on the nitrogen. That is important. And I want to say basic strength in general positive inductive effect का directly proportional होगा. When the class is going on, my dear children, I am giving you the simple tips that you are going to use during the NEET examination. So when the NEET examination is going on, whatever comes to the mind, you just simply tick it and you are giving the answer. So that cost a lot. I want to say use the tricks that are given by your faculty and you can do the best in the examination. Okay. So Washir Ali, hope you understood the concept. So let us see resonance. So what is the meaning of resonance? I am coming to the point there. Resonance means some structures are written here by using arrow marks. Is that resonance? Actually, resonance is a phenomena. I just want to say here. When you write the structures like the benzene is given like this, benzene is given like this. So does all properties is explained by single molecule? No. That is the reason why और एक structure बनाना चाहता हूँ. So it is required to use more than one structure to explain the behavior and the structure of the molecule. And actual structure of the molecule neither exists like this nor like this, rather it exists as the hybrid of the all proposed structures. And these structures are called canonical structures, and they phenomena is known as resonance, and this is called resonance hybrid. And the rules to show delocalization. Delocalization means dislocation of the pi electron system. So rule 1, pi electrons are always transferred to an atom from high electron density to low electron density. So electrons on an atom, negative charge or lone pair, is always transferred to make a pi bond. So always electrons flow from high electron density to low electron density. हमको कैसे पता चलेगा सर high electron density to low electron density? You see electron density. So negative charge is greater than, lone pair of electron is greater than, pi bond is greater than, odd electron is greater than, and a positive charge. So this is the order of electron flow. During resonance, what happens? Electron is going to move from high electron density to low electron density. So that is explained on the basis of conjugation. So conjugation means separation by one sigma bond is called as a conjugation. You can see there is a pi bond, there is a pi bond बीच में sigma bond है, and there is a pi bond conjugation है, ताकि electron is going to move कैसे, you see sp2 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 sp2, so that you can see there is a orbital, there is a orbital, there is a orbital, there is a orbital. So this is a planar structure and perpendicular to this p orbital is existing. Real time subject is going on, बकवास नहीं चल रहे बच्चों. Here you are learning actual system of the subject. Okay, in the YouTube channel actually what you guys feel, some colorful thing is going on, you feel it is, yeah, it is catchy, it is something fascinating. Here I am discussing exactly what is happening in the subject. So I strongly recommend my dear students to follow this, and you can do and benefit for the NEET examination. Now these two are going to be organized and formed a pi bond, and these two orbitals also can form a bond now. When this happens ना, it is going to have the structure और एक structure भी आ सकता है. देखो carbon and carbon, double bond carbon and carbon. So it will break here, it will get a negative charge, it will break here, it is going to get a positive charge. Look at this, how it is going to happen. So this is what is called. So this phenomena is called as a conjugation. So various types of conjugations are there. Bacho, various types of conjugations. That's what it is explained here. And this kind of system is going to seem like this. Electrons are moving one place to another. So I will tell you conjugated system. So pi alternate to pi, ये जो pi bond है ना, ये pi bond है ना, sigma bond से separate किया. So this is called pi sigma bond conjugation. Now whenever this conjugation is there, the resonance happens. Condition for the resonance, the molecule should be planar, and there should be a conjugation. So there should be various types of conjugation, pi conjugation, lone pair pi conjugation, like that. And I want to show you another type of conjugation here, pi alternative positive conjugation. So this is a positive charge sigma bond and a pi bond. So it is going to move in this way. So simplest way, I just want to show you here the same structure. And now always electron move from the high electron density to low electron density. Pi bond ka high electron density hai na, so that it is coming like this. So you're going to see the structure is like this. When this bond is coming here, the bond becomes here. When the bond is coming here, it will become positive charge. These two, ये दोनों बराबर देखते हैं ना, हाँ आपको बराबर ही देखते हैं. Now और एक चीज़ है, pi alternative negative charge. It is, this is one example, allyl carbanion, allyl carbanion. और एक चीज़ है विनाइल क्लोराइड भी, और एक चीज़ है CH2 double bond CH and Cl. So negative this can come like this, so that आपका और एक structure भी बना सकता हूँ. So it is going to hit CH2 minus and CH double bond Cl plus. So this is called lone pair, and this is called lone pair sigma bond and pi conjugation. अगले slide में आपको दिखाने वाला हूँ. So this is odd electron is participating, and you can see positive charge is participating. Lone pair is participating. Lone pair, sigma bond and a pi bond conjugation. Every point I am giving you. So Wasir Ali, Betu, writing the noteworthy points, beta. Now I want to say, drawing the resonating structure in the right way. Resonating structure means these are all imaginary structures, hypothetical, and उसमें actual structure बनाना कैसे, I will tell you. So Drawing this structure, you have to draw in such a way that it give you its correct structures. So it should follow the valence bond theory and octet rule, so that pi bond, sigma bond, pi bond, sigma bond, a positive charge. Pi bond is having high electron density and the positive charge having a low electron density. So the direction of arrow mark is important. So as this comes here, bacho, you can see it's a resonating structure as CH2 and CH and CH and CH and CH2. Now this bond is coming here and this bond is coming here and it is going to be positive. Now the next one, it is a positive, na? Arrow mark is in this direction. Dear children, today's class is going to be a golden opportunity. एरो मार्क भी दिखाना कैसे, आज हम क्लास में डिस्कस करने वाला है. इट इज़ अ प्योरली एजुकेशन कैटेगरी सेशन and we are doing the practice for the NEET examination. Okay, directly don't crack the question, rather you follow the concept and crack the question. मजा आएगा बेटा. Okay, now बेटो, if this is a positive, arrow mark is in this way. If it is a negative, what I can say, always electron move from the high density to low density ताकि arrow mark इस तरफ आना है. Arrow mark should come in this way. Arrow mark should come in this way. Okay, so this is how the resonance is seen. बच्चों, now rules, there are certain rules to validate. आप कुछ structure बना हुआ ना, so you have to check whether it is valid or not. बच्चों who are online, please like the session. So it is going to be a very important point. You can see all the Lewis structure must conform to the Lewis octet rule. Okay, if the structure is violating octet rule, you cannot do that. And example, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen cannot be pentavalent, mind it. A rule का हिसाब से ये structure देखो, अरे positive charge is there and double bond is there, अगर ये वाला यहाँ जाने तो you are going to get this another resonating structure. So you say it is invalid. Yes, it is invalid क्योंकि nitrogen cannot be pentavalent. That is a super awesome. ये point का हिसाब से 3 बार मेडिकल एंट्रेंस एग्जामिनेशन में क्वेश्चन पूछा गया. Okay, that gives you a lot of impact on it. So you feel it is a resonating structure. ये resonating structure लिखना मना है. It is invalid. लिखना मना है. Yes, my dear children. Now let us see here. Position of atoms in all resonating structures must be same. While writing resonating structures, position of the atom should not be changed. You can see this. This is a structure. I just want to write by changing the hydrogen atom position from here to here, and pi bond is changed from here to here. And this happens, but it is not a resonating structure. Rather, I would say it is a tautomerization. Tautomerism अलग है. Tautomerism is a real phenomenon, while resonance is an imaginary and hypothetical phenomenon. समझ में आ रहा है क्या बेटा? Right. बच्चों, you can see all the resonating structure must be in the same number of paired, unpaired, pi bond and all types of bonds equal. Okay, I just want to say this structure na, can be written, this structure can be written in this structure. And let us see the number of pi bonds too. Position of the electrons can be changed. Position of the atoms cannot be changed, but some of all the electron pairs should be same. You see, उसमें pi bond, sigma bonds 9, pi bonds 2 and lone pair 0. Sum is going to be 11. उसमें आपका sigma bonds 9, mind it, sigma bonds are always constant in the resonating structure. Pi bonds ही बदलते हैं. Now we are going to have pi bond 1 and lone pair is 1, so the sum is going to be 11. And in this structure you can say sigma bonds 9, pi bond 1, lone pair 1 is going to be 11. So they should have the same number of electron pairs. Otherwise you can't say it is some wrong is there. from root you have to do it. Okay, so when the class is going on, this much examples, you just see any other materials, any other books, even in the NCERT book, this explanation might be inherently given, but this explanation is not directly projected. If you stick on to this slide, everybody, you can do the best in the resonance. Okay, so take a snapshot. This is very important. Screenshot everybody. 3, 2, 1. Guys, expecting to ask कम से कम कुछ डाउट भी पूछने हैं रे बेतू, वसीर अली, those online. Okay, moving ahead, let us see one more. Now, if this free radical is given to the another free radical, you can see pi bond 1, lone pair 0, odd electron 1. Sum is going to be 2. Okay, and pi bond 0, lone pair 0, odd electrons is 3. So this is not equal to this. So लिखना ऐसे लिखना मना है. Understand? Clear? Any doubt? And और एक चीज़ है, this is also the same. You can have various structures and order of stability of resonating structures. अब जो अलग अलग structure बना है ना, जिसका ज़्यादा स्टेबिलिटी है, जिसका कम स्टेबिलिटी है, कौन सा स्टेबिलिटी, ऑर्डर लिखना है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू कैन सी rule 1, neutral is always charged. Neutral species is always more stable than charged. That is actually rule number 1. जिस resonating structure में ज़्यादा pi bonds होगा, वैसे structure ज़्यादा stable होगा. देखो बेटा, you can see this is the structure and this is the structure, this is the structure, this is the structure, various structures are there. This is a neutral structure and these are all charged structures. So neutral structure is always greater than the charged structures. उसमें structure number 2 and structure number 1 you have pi bonds 1 and structure number 3 pi bonds 0. So that structure number 2 and 3 is going to be more stable, and structure number 2 and 4 is more stable than 3. Beta, you can see here rule number 2, resonating structure with similar charges on adjacent atoms is not correct. I want to say when this structure is written, पॉजिटिव चार्ज एंड पॉजिटिव चार्ज ये दोनों रिपल्शन ज़्यादा होगा. सो दिस स्ट्रक्चर इज नॉट परमिटेड. एंड नेगेटिव चार्ज एंड नेगेटिव चार्ज ये दोनों का रिपल्शन ज़्यादा होगा. दिस इज नॉट परमिटेड. अंडरस्टैंड? रिया शर्मा, very nice, at least you said hi right now. And 3, structure with a positive charge on more electronegative atom and vice versa is not accepted. A structure with a negative charge on more electronegative atom, structure with a positive charge on more electropositive atom is more stable. You can say, okay, this is an example where oxygen carries negative charge, carbon carries negative charge. Okay, now you can see rule number 4, resonance stabilization is greatest when there is at least 2 similar structures. Ria, 2 equivalent structures. So benzene is having exactly 2 similar structure, it is more stable. Carboxylate ion is having exactly the same structures, and this is a vinyl allyl carbocation is going to have the similar structure, ताकि इस जैसे resonating structure species is going to be more stable. And also I want to say here charge separation and charge delocalization. I will explain what is the meaning of charge separation. Look at this, CH3 and C double bond O, CH3 and C double bond O and OH, and इसमें resonance होगा बेटा. This is the resonance. Okay, you're going to see CH3, CO minus and a double bond OH. And I want to write one more. Carefully you see. CH3, C double bond O O minus, that is a carboxylic acid, and this is going to be carboxylate ion. You are going to have the resonance one. Okay, let's see here. So what is the resonance? Resonance should be done so meticulously and easy, and it is easy. You are going to have CH3 and CO minus and double bond O. Now, what makes the difference? Already charge is there and it is resonating. Already charge is there and the charge is moving here and there. Charge is moving or delocalizing. So this is called charge delocalization. This is a grade 1 resonance. While you see the other one, this is a neutral species, happy species become charged. When neutral species become charged, happy man become unhappy. So that is called charge separation. This is what is called as charge separation. So you have two phenomena. One is charge delocalization, बच्चों, another one is a charge separation. So उसमें मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ, जहाँ पर charge separation and a happy man become unhappy becomes unstable, and charge delocalization, unhappy is soothing here and there by changing the charge, so that I would say charge delocalization is going to be super stable. So these kind of things are very, very, very important. So my dear children, I just want to extend this resonance and applications of this resonance on Saturday's class. Okay, so my dear children, I am done from my side right now, and I request you guys, please like this session and share with your friends and subscribe to Infinity Lane NEET YouTube channel. Hope you like this session. Okay, Chatki, Are, when did you come? When did you come? You came late? Okay, Betu? Okay, right. We'll meet with more stuff in next Saturday's class. Applications and multiple choice questions and tricks to solve the multiple choice questions. Get ready, near about many questions we'll do it. Okay, thank you. I am done from my side. Signing off, Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry. You came, but you're not talking. Okay, then bye bye students. See you. God bless you.